Hi, welcome back or welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a basic thumbnail that you can put on YouTube or any platform really. I'm going to be using Photoshop, but it's about the same in just about every photo editor out there. So yeah, let's get started. I recommend a 1920 by 1080p thing for YouTube. You can click the tab, go to film and video, choose it. But for the sake of that 1920 by 1080p, you just put it here and then hit create. It creates a thing for you. And now it's kind of plain. So I'm going to basically find a few things off the interwebs and just import it. In order to import it, I would go to File up at the top and then go to Place Embedded. That's what I would do. Or alternatively, you can just drag and drop if that's easier for you. So I'm going to do that right now. And with that, we have officially imported all of our elements. Ignore this tab right here. I just opened it for reference because this is one of my saved files, because it's important to save your work so you can just open it and have a sort of template so you can make multiple thumbnails the same style and sort of just trade out the text and images and whatnot. So now that we got all these imported, we actually downloaded all of these, and then what we did was we went to File and Place Embedded. You technically can just copy and paste them if that tickles your fancy, but I rather have them downloaded. So we decided to download the PNG versions of everything so we could simply just, not have to worry about background stuff. Let's see, we're going to, if you want this tool to pull up, you can either A, when you click on it, we're going to put this on top of this. This is the speed lines. We're going to lock it, that way, when we click, it won't select it automatically. And now we will select this, and then we will hit Control T or Command T if you're on a Mac, and that will bring you to the transform. And then we will hit flip horizontal because we want him to be a bit horizontal for this. For those of you guys that don't know, this is Philip J. Fry from Futurama. Now we have to do the Photoshop. Now what we will want to do is we will want to hold down Shift and drag. If you don't hold down Shift, it will kind of not make it even, and they changed it a bit to how it used to be back in the day. Okay, for now we'll leave this here, but I have a feeling we're going to edit it later. And then add for text. Okay. Here's where we get a text. Okay, so I actually, to make the text originally, I just went to text, selected one of my texts, and then, start typing whatever. For the purpose of this, I'm going to use this text. I'll show you everything that has been done to it, okay? We have gradient overlay. We just messed with this gradient a little bit, change this color and this color. There you go with the gradient. And then we have a drop shadow. These are the settings we use for the drop shadow. And that's all we have for that. We are going to change this to best, okay, see, and I like doing everything on its own line. So you can click on the text layer over here, hit Control J or Command J if you're on Mac. It will make a copy there. It may not look like there's a copy, but if we go to the Move tool and move it, you'll see there is a copy. So we're going to change that to best when I go to, this tool once again, and then best thumbnail. The reason we copied it is because now it's just there for us. We don't have to apply the same settings again because they're already applied. But on that note, if we want to make a completely new text, we could just hit, right click, hit copy layer style, and then paste the layer style on the new text. But for the purpose of this, we are going to select this layer, the first text layer, hold down Control or Command if you are on Mac, so it selects both of them. Go up to the Move tool, click on the edge here. If the Move tool isn't showing a box around it for you, just click up here, Show Transform Controls. So click on the edge here, hold down Shift, and then it will let us, we can just tinker with that till we find exactly, how we want. Okay, say we want that there. That would be fine. Actually, let's move it up a little bit. Actually, no. That will be fine here. We will, after all, be moving the Photoshop a little bit. We actually want to fall in line a little bit with everything else. So we're just going to put this here. Make it look like it, purposely not neat. Yeah, purposely not neat. That way it adds that extra effect. And then finally, what we are going to do is move this over a little bit. That way we get him, we show that we're not afraid to put him off screen a little bit. But that's not all. We will double click on the fry layer. We will go to outer glow. We will give him a bit of an outer glow, okay? Not too much, not too little, just enough. And this is a pretty classic meme, so, it's like he's questioning whether it's the best thumbnail. And, I'm going to move this again. So, same drill as last time. Hold down Shift. And there we go. This is plain and simple. You can get a little more fancy if you wanted. And if we wanted, we could move the Adobe thing to be above the speed lines pretty easily. But personally, I prefer it to be below the speed lines. But yeah, and you know what? Let's apply a glow to the Adobe as well. Not a super big glow. We want it to be like a hardly noticeable glow. Yeah. So that way it just feels more like it belongs. And yeah, that is how you make a basic thumbnail. It may not be the fanciest thumbnail in the world. Like I said, you can apply more stuff in the back, get it the way you want to, really play around with the tools. I really just scratched the surface here. if we wanted to, we could play around with the idea of, this being multiplied. So it changes the speed lines entirely and whatnot. But we're going to keep it there for the purpose of this because this fits in my channel theme. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you found this helpful. Actually, real quick, before I end this video, we are going to apply a bit of a stroke to fry. Okay. That might be the biggest stroke in the world, but it is going to be a stroke. That way he just looks, he just looks more prominent. And technically it added a stroke down here. That's the only downside with using PNGs, but we can actually fix that relatively easy. There we go, just perfect. And let me know what you guys think, okay? Do you guys find it helpful? Do you guys think this is a terrible tutorial? I know it's not the best thumbnail in the world. Before you guys leave a comment about how I called it the best thumbnail. But that was just for the purpose of this video. You can call it whatever you want. But yeah, with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.